Mining places all over New Zealand. This exceptional thing has been found in mountains and it's home to many islands. It's used in many substances of our daily lives, such as wiring, doorknobs, and cars. This extraordinary metal is taking over the world today, copper. Today we explore the interesting life cycle and its daily doings in today's society. This light reddy bronze coloured metal is used to make jewellery, vehicles, and used in building construction, power generation, and making electronic things. Starts with a rock. It is then extracted from ores. When it's extracted, you have to get as many minerals as you can to form a metal by a scientific process. But it's found in mines all over the world. In New Zealand, lots of mines are located on islands and mountains. To be extracted, the ore of which it comes from must be concentrated. It goes through a step-by-step process to get to the stage, but finished, it is pure perfection. Copper has a high electrical and thermal conductivity. Silver is the only pure metal to have a higher electrical conductivity at room temperature. Pure copper also has a melting point of 1083 Celsius. Although copper is an extraordinary metal, it does have several enemies, one of them being carbon. Carbon wire could replace copper because carbon is much stronger and much more flexible than copper wire. If they added carbon wire to vehicles, they would be much more fuel efficient. Copper is still useful. Copper's actions can be enlarged to suit lots of industrial applications. This is made possible by alloying. Alloying is when you make a solid material out of two or more different metals. With copper, you combine it with lots of other metals. Copper has become so well known that other metals are wanting to be part of it as well. Literally. Copper alloys are also the most cost-effective mold materials. Even though they can be expensive at first, they usually reach the cheapest total manufacturing cost. Also, copper alloys are more attractive in terms of brightness and colours compared to other metals. Copper and copper alloys have colours like gold, chocolate brown and bronze. Another point is that alloys can be made to fit any application. More than 400 copper alloys, each with its own property, and helps many applications like processing or manufacturing. Examples would be like alloys, brass, bronze, gunmetal, and copper nickel. There are many physical properties of copper. The first one being that the electric conductivity of copper is very high. It's one of the best electrical conductors of all the metals. This is why it is used to make electrical wiring used in our homes today. It is magnificent. It is also very malleable and can be mounted and shaped to make many different objects. It can be mounted with different metals to make some extraordinary objects in our everyday lives, including baths, coins, and electric wiring. Another property is that copper is a great thermal conductor, meaning that if one side of the piece of copper was heated, the other side would quickly heat up as well. It's good because it does not corrode, which means deteriorate, and has an extremely high melting point of 1083 degrees Celsius. It is also magnetic, meaning it does not spark, which is good because it can be used in special tools. The chemical property of copper is its reactivity with oxygen. Copper metal is usually stable in oxygen, but there are some conditions, like when it's at a very high heat, they both react and form Cu2O. How is copper useful in society? Copper links to uses in society as it is tough, deductible, non-magnetic, recyclable, and antibacterial. Doesn't this sound great? More than half the copper that is made is used to produce electricity. Copper is also used in the construction of trains, cars, electric wires, plumbing, and even doorknobs. In today's society, copper is essential to the majority of living things. iPhones, KFC, and most importantly, copper. If the world had no copper, there would be nothing to live in. Our 10-cent coins are coated with copper. The Statue of Liberty is made out of it. It has also been proven that copper saves lives, preventing us from illness and disease. Copper has been known to kill certain bacteria. Also, it helps with maintaining a healthy heart, liver, bone strength, and growth. So that means that copper is naturally good for you. And guess what? It's even good for your skin. Cosmetic manufacturers add copper to many of their products because of this. Copper has been around for 7,000 years. 90% of copper is also recycled. Copper is one of the best metals and it helps us with every day-to-day life, even though you may not know it. Without copper, we wouldn't have things such as cars, electricity, plumbing, the Statue of Liberty, and 10-cent coins. So, in conclusion, help keep copper the best metal. Made by Ellie, Eden, and Lisa Zara. Woo!